Hey, you're hanging out with Leah on Table Talk this morning, and I'm not just rambling. I do have purposeful things to talk about today. Would you believe it? We are talking all about AI. It's been around, for a little while now. It keeps popping up everywhere in the media. But something that's been really interesting is that this month, the eSafety Commission has received its first complaints of kids using AI image generators to create nude and sexual images of their peers to bully them. It's pretty harrowing stuff, and definitely not what we want our kids to be doing. And it's. I mean, there's so many issues about how they got there in the first place. But to talk to me about this issue is the wonderful Nicole Jameson from the Dark Horse Agency. Nicole, welcome back to Table Talk.
Thanks, Leah. Great to be here.
Now, this is an interesting one, and a little bit scary as well. Can you talk to me about the complaints that the eSafety Commission has gotten? Do you know much about them at all?
Well, they don't divulge a lot of the detail, but we're certainly aware that there is multiple complaints on kids using AI to create nudity just from a normal photo. So a normal photo of one of their peers was taken at the beach or was taken at the shops or at home, and they've taken that image and popped it into an AI image generator and made it appear that they were naked or that they were in some kind of compromising position. And there's been multiple complaints for the first time this month. So, we all know that kids are very into technology and they're often the first to run rampant in there. And those poor little frontal lobes are not developed. So their risk assessment and their ability to really look at what they're doing and judge the consequences is not as adept as an adult. So they're making some big mistakes right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's such an interesting thing as well, that ultimately kids have been bullying, unfortunately, for a long time. And this just gives them another tool to use to perpetrate those sorts of harmful things. Is there a way, though, that you can see that parents could tackle sort of this, or having a different kind of conversation around AI or bullying in the first place? What do you see as approach, or is it up to the eSafety Commission?
Well, it's a collaborative approach, in my opinion. I do think a lot of the effort needs to come from the people close to the children, the people who know the children, who are committing these acts, I guess you could say, of bullying. The parents, the community that surrounds that kid, and also the schools, because the kids are getting in there and they're doing this, and it's not ideal. Bullying, like you say, has been around for a long time. The tools that they're using to bully are not only getting more sophisticated, but it augments it. It's a bit different to when I was at school, where the only way they could get you outside of school is to call your house and then get through your parents and then get to you. So it's a lot. If it's on social media, it's hundreds of people instantly who are piling on, I guess you could say. My opinion in this space is that we don't just hand keys to a high-powered vehicle to kids when they turn 17. We take them through training, we give them education, we give them guidance, we give them a set of really strong rules, and there is punishments and consequences with breaking those rules. Yet when it comes to social media, we're so far behind in giving those tools and education to the kids. We need to be really stepping up in that realm. Yes, the platforms have a place, but ultimately, prevent 1 inch of prevention prevents a mile of cure. So we've got to really put that effort at the front end to teach them how to be great citizens in this space. Otherwise, it's going to go crazy.
Absolutely. Is there anything in terms of actually monitoring AI and who has access to it that parents can do? Is there something that that you're aware of in the digital world at the moment that can, put another parental lock on or anything like that that's out there?
Yes, there is lots of programs and education programs and device locks that you can put on. In my opinion, it kind of is like putting keys to the candy cupboard in your top drawer. So I think that locking them out and just banning them and barring them from using things is a band-aid approach. We really need to be getting in their faces and teaching them how to use it and the consequences of actions like this, and taking some accountability as parents and making sure that the kids take accountability when their actions go off the rails and they do this kind of thing to another kid.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, making sure that people realize there is a consequences, and there's someone on the other end of the phone, or whatever is the device that you're using, and it's not just something that you're doing without any repercussions. Nicole, thank you so much for your thoughts and insights again. A really interesting topic, and something to watch, and hopefully we'll be able to tackle it and have less complaints come through as well, which would be great. But thank you for your time, Nicole. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Leah.